Hi everyone, and welcome back to day 3 of week 11 of training cycle 1 of 2021. Today yesterday I should say, I forgot to post this workout. This workout was performed on the 24th of February, and I believe it's the 25th right now that I'm recording this, and I just straight up forgot to post the video. It's really nothing else. It was a good workout though. Like I said yesterday, I didn't let the overhead press stick by my forehead for half an hour. So I blasted through the sticking point, and a lot of that is not just putting in a serious effort and not just throwing it up from the bottom with your upper chest. It's also about pushing the bar more backwards, closer to your face, so that way you don't get the leverage disadvantage to where you press it too far in front of your forehead. Because the thing is, forehead/eye level, that's when your arms are out at 90 degrees, so you have the longest movement arm, and that's what it is. Right, you see there? Now my elbows were, my wrists being cocked back is not good. I don't really know how I can fix that, but we work on one thing at a time, and as you can see there, I could lower that down slowly, just to make sure I can feel that range of motion properly. And a big part of it is, like I said, to press close to the face. Now, I don't want to take that to the extreme, because I might as well scrape my chin or my nose or whatever, and I'm not scared of that, but that can happen, and that's why people usually advise against overhead pressing with a center knurling on the bar. But I have a center knurling on this bar. And by the way, guys, I'm sorry, this is my morning voice because I'm recording this in the morning, so you can hear it's a bit raspy and deeper, and I'm sorry about that. But everything went well today. I even got the clean, which I was happy about. Got it on the first attempt. I feel like the cleans are going a bit better now that I've maintained the weight for a couple weeks and just really worked on repeating it as many times as possible for as many days as possible. I feel like it's kind of adapting. The slight shoulder pain I had from just increasing the rows all the time is slowly going away as well. So it was the right decision to keep the rows the same. Pushing them further and pushing the deadlift further was at that point that I was at kind of unrealistic, and not just unrealistic, it was kind of a health hazard, if you want to put it that way. I could have hurt my back, could have hurt my shoulders. Sometimes you have to know when to stop, but I didn't quit, and I didn't stop in the regular sense of the word. I just continued with the regular training, but stopped increasing my deadlift. And my deadlift, as you might know, I have several weak links. Basically I have 3. I have a weak grip, I have weak hamstrings, and I have a weak lower to mid back. And the interesting thing is today I found 2 new accessory/assistance exercises for my hamstrings and for my hamstrings basically, since I'm already doing grip work. Now, adding in a lower back exercise on top of this would be kind of overkill, since I'm already doing these rows, and I can't even do the rows properly. So why would I need to add even more lower back work? These are already I really feel my back, not just my lats and not just my rear delts, but I really feel my lower and mid spinal erectors on this. I really feel my hamstrings sometimes on these. I feel my lower traps. There are a lot of deadlift muscles that have to do with keeping a back straight that I really feel on these rows. And I know there's room for improvement within this specific exercise when it comes to form, and how fast they bang out the reps and etc. So there's room for improvement on this exercise, and adding in, for example, good mornings at this point, like I said, it would be overkill. I would have to substitute them for something else, which I don't want to do. I added in 2 separate hamstring exercises today. One for a super deep stretch, which will maintain my flexibility and mobility as a fighter, and also add work capacity in the hamstring in pretty much the most stretched position you can imagine. But I also added in a hamstring curl. but more on that later. I really do have a morning voice, guys. I really do. It's all dry and terrible, but I think you guys can hear me well enough anyway. More rows. These videos are actually getting kind of long at this point. I have to keep them under 15 minutes because obviously I'm recording this with my phone, and I'm doing these voiceovers and everything on iMovie on my phone. And the thing is, iMovie apparently can't take videos that are longer than 15 minutes. And my videos are pretty soon, once I start adding in back-off volume, in a couple of weeks, my videos are going to become longer and longer. So I'm just going to have to make sure that I can keep them under the 15-minute mark. As long as I can do that, I'll be fine. And I may have to edit away some of the, like walking to the bar, for example, setting up. But I think if I do that, hopefully I can keep these videos under 15 minutes. And these rows are these are just difficult. And I've maintained this for like 2 weeks or whatever. This is deaf, right? These are super difficult. And obviously I could technically put in even more effort in the rows. But the thing is, I have chin-ups after. And the good thing about today that I put slightly less effort into the rows is I actually got the chin-ups. So, as you might remember, in the beginning of this week, or it was late last week, I can't really remember, I had some serious issues with the chin-ups. I was doing like 15, 16 reps, maybe even 14. I was losing reps, basically. As the rows went up, I just ran out of steam in my lats and I couldn't do more. But guess what? My lats have gone to the next level now. I can do 18 chin-ups after doing 3 sets of 18 deficit rows. And obviously I am using a bit of body English, a bit of cheating on both the chin-ups and the rows. Chin-ups, it's better form, actually. The problem with me, this is a bit of an excuse, but I'm tall enough to touch the floor. If I stretch it out properly, straight up and down, I can touch the floor. And not only that, my heels touch the stairs, the bottom step on the stairs. So right now, at this moment, I don't have a better place to have the bar in. I don't really have any good place. And basically I just hit the stairs. And if I curl my legs up behind me, I also hit the stairs. So it's kind of annoying. Dead stop chin-ups are not really an option. If I swing a little bit like you just saw there, I don't have to touch the floor. I can also engage my abs and lift my feet up a bit, so that works too. Now this is my grip work. I don't know if I got a bad hold, if I'm just weak. Mainly I'm just weak, but the first one with 117, you can see me there, I'm like, it just slipped out of my hand. Completely slipped out of my hand. But the good thing is I am working on the grip, and the thing is also that I just did like rows and chin-ups before this. So I did total 4 sets of 18 pulling. So 4 sets of 18, what is that? That is 40 plus 4 times 8. 4 times 8 is 32. That is 72. 72 reps of pulling before this. And when you do 72 reps, at a decent RPE, a decent percentage of your max, basically just at a high effort, that fatigues the grip quickly. And you can clearly see here that these were difficult too, this 100 kilo, but it's still quite a lot lighter than the 117. But you can see like I'm just rounding over. And basically this is really important for my lockouts on the deadlift, right? More important than my glutes is actually getting my grip good enough so that my glutes can fire through the top portion, and so that I can be explosive and so that I can be powerful. Now, on to the most controversial exercise that I will do in a long while. I don't even know if this works myself. I am pretty sure though. I saw some Olympic weightlifters doing this. Obviously it's a rounded back, as you can see. That's what's controversial about it. The thing is though, it's 25 kilos. And if you think this is going to hurt my back, you're being kind of silly. If I were to progress the weight on this, it may have a higher injury risk than pretty much any deadlift variation. But once again, it's a very light weight. And rounding a back with a light weight like this, especially since I'm engaging the core, won't hurt it. I'm doing this because this will build my hamstrings out of the bottom of a deadlift, right? It's a super deep stretch. It's a painful, like, deep stretch. This is going to give me some serious soreness, and soreness doesn't build muscle, but the thing is, if I can get into that super mega deep position with my hamstrings, if I can do that every day and do these reps, my hamstrings will kind of be, they will adapt to it, and therefore I will need to stretch less. Now, Nordic hamstring curl. I'm way too weak to do this exercise in reality, and that's why I had to do it progressive range of motion, right? That looks pathetic, yes, and it is, but my hamstrings are way too weak. There's no way I can do that without all that padding and weights and stuff under. So the plan is with that to do progressive range of motion, and I mean, I'm probably going to do progressive range of motion at least to where I take away those top 3 white pads which are inside each other. I take away that plank as well. I'm going to get at least to there before I even consider taking this exercise away, because I think this one will be valuable. Thank you for watching. Sorry about my morning voice and a late upload, but I did train yesterday, and goodbye.